Hey guys, so I don't feel like I'm gonna have too much to say during this video, so I'm probably gonna cut between music and voiceover a few times, just whenever I feel like there's something I need to say. So what I'm working on right now is a set of stickers, and it's the different EEVEELUTIONs from Pokemon, and I'm doing this for a convention I'm going to called Northwest Fan Fest. So if you live in the Vancouver area, I will be there, and that's actually the only convention I got into the Artist Stallion for this year, so yay, that's where I'll be, and it's the only place I'll be. So I have a bunch of prints I need to get sent off by the 18th, and so I'm stressing out because I have hardly anything done, and I'm going hard. I wrote out a schedule for this week, and it's pretty intense. Pretty much every second day I'm doing a print and then some sticker designs tossed in there too. It's pretty crazy. So this is one of my sticker sheets, and first I was just sketching them out on a piece of paper. And I just prefer sketching on paper compared to on a computer, so that's how I do it sometimes. And then I scanned the paper and brought it into Photoshop, and I outlined it and colored it, and then I colored the outlines. So I think that's all I really have to say for now for the sketching portion, so let's just cut some music and then I'll come back when we bring it into Photoshop. Alright, so getting on to the Photoshop portion, I scanned in my drawing and then I just decreased the opacity of the drawing layer so that it wouldn't be too noticeable against the black outlines. And on a layer on top, I'm doing those lines, and it's all on one layer because, I don't know, it's a simple enough thing. I can just select the lasso tool to bring out each character individually, so it's just one layer, and then I did all the coloring on one layer too because it's really simple stuff. You'll see it's soft shading and nothing too crazy with the colors, so that is how I did it. And later on I'm going to arrange the stickers in their proper configuration. So right now I'm just worrying about coloring it all, and then I merge down the layers, use the lasso tool to select around each one, copy and paste it into a special Word document, which I'll go over later. And that is how I do it. I just feel like I should mention these steps because I had a couple people request that I do a tutorial on how I do my sticker designs. So this, I guess, is the closest thing you can, well, really it is. This is pretty much like a tutorial for how I do my stickers. So, yes, I prefer to color them digitally and outline them digitally just because it's more crisp. I feel like it's just the better way to go with stickers. You probably could get away with doing some stuff by hand, but at this one step you'll see later, you really need a clean outline for your drawing, so it's just easiest just to do it digitally, and it looks more professional and pretty. That's actually how I like to do my prints for conventions too, is digitally. I might end up having some traditional stuff because I know a lot of my original art stuff is traditional, but most of the stuff I'm going to be doing in these next couple weeks is going to be digital art, so I'm not sure what you're getting for speed paints for the next couple weeks. I mean, I'm probably not going to do 2 back-to-back speed paints. I do have a collab, so there's that. That one's not digital. That'll likely be my next video, is a collab with a certain YouTuber. Ooh, who is it? You'll have to wait and find out. and then maybe a digital speed paint. My other option is to take my line art and, you know, do a digital version for the print and then do a traditional version for the video, but I don't know if I have time for that, so who knows, who knows. So just a note about coloring the line art. In order to do that, what I did was I created a new layer on top of the line art, and then if you hold down the Alt button and click on the crack between the two layers, it will create a clipping group, or a clipping mask, I don't even know what it's called. But your top layer, when you color on it, it only lets you color on areas that have previously been colored on the layer below it. So it makes it so you only color on the line art. Your other option would be to select the line art and color it, but I don't like doing that because when you make a selection, the edges are actually jagged and you can actually see a bit of the original color on the it's like a really thin outline, and it's just this sliver of color that remains and the edges aren't clean. So I don't like that. I think doing this masking method is a lot better. So that's what I'm doing. And then I also, I guess I do this after. So I merge the layers. I use a lasso tool to select around each character. I copy and paste them into a different Photoshop file that is a template provided by Bespoke Print, which is where I'm getting my stickers done. But I'm not going to talk about that too much because I'm going to be talking about that printing service in a future video. So yay. And then once I have them copy and pasted over, I arrange them how I want them to appear on the sticker sheet. And once they're all arranged, I merge the layers again. And I double click the layer to bring up layer styles or whatever that thingy is called. I forget everything. And I add a stroke, and I add a white stroke, and I just eyeball the thickness to be something I like. And that's how I get the white outline around the sticker. And then I have to tweak my spacing again because sometimes after you add the white outlines, the stickers are touching again. So I redo the spacing, and I didn't actually get my spacing too ideal because I wanted there to be a title at the top of the sticker sheet, but in order to do that, I'd have to scale down my stickers, and I liked the size I had them at, so my title is half on one side, half on the other side. So it's, you know, it's not perfect, but and the characters aren't in the order I wanted them. I sort of wanted them in the order that they're released, with Eevee being in the middle because there's 9 of them, so it works perfect 3 by 3, but I couldn't actually fit them that nicely because some were too wide. So I had to play around with things and get it to work, and finally I figured out something that worked, and I added a background. And just a note about the template is you have to have everything that is a sticker inside the most inner line, but you want your background to extend to the most outer line so that there's that margin where the paper can be cut without accidentally leaving a white gap or without accidentally cutting into your artwork. That's why templates are important and having proper margins are important. So that's why I do this. And these stickers will be roughly the size of a 4x6 photo. They're A6-ish stickers. So yay, and you'll see some stickers in person coming soon in that video that I mentioned where I talk about the printing services and everything. So yeah, now you're actually seeing me arrange them. I had to talk about it in advance though because this part flies by so fast. But that is my little Eevee sticker sheet, and that's how I do my sticker sheets in Photoshop. So thanks for watching, you guys. Next week, most likely that collab, so woohoo. Sorry, it's 5 a.m. right now. Actually, it's 5:15 a.m. Whoops, kind of doing this video last minute. I usually don't do that, but this week's been crazy. So, listen to my voice. It's getting like all man voice. Ooh. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. One more quick note, I did add mouths at the very end because when I zoomed out, their noses looked like mouths and it bothered me, so I had to add actual mouths so people wouldn't be confused.